So you probably found this video because you searched something like how to use ChatGPT or best ChatGPT prompts or why does my output on ChatGPT suck? And if you searched any of those things, or you didn't and you found this anyway, and it's just my dumb luck that you're here, I'm glad you're here because the way that I talk about ChatGPT prompts, which are incredibly important, right? AI is here, it is not going anywhere, it is changing our world, it is the next internet, and so you could not use it and stay behind, or you could stay ahead of it, learn to use it in a way that is innovative, just as innovative as AI is itself. I am hearing people out there teach it strangely, weirdly, shortcuts. Who the fuck am I, by the way? I'm Justin Schumann. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been an actor on Broadway. I'm a full-time content creator on TikTok and Instagram. I'm an expert storyteller. I gave a TEDx talk on authenticity. So why am I talking about artificial intelligence and where do I get off telling you how to craft ChatGPT prompts? Well, here's the problem. What people are leaving out of the ChatGPT prompts that they are telling you about or selling you, right? There's lists that you can buy on Etsy and everywhere of just like lists of prompts at this point, which by the way, if you buy those and your prompts are exactly the same as the 1,000 other people who bought those lists, how is your output gonna be any different? Just saying. People are leaving the humanity out of the prompts when they work with the robot. The robot, you know, ChatGPT. Look, when the robots come, they'll remember this conversation that we had because I'm gonna teach how to say please and thank you to the robots. I'm also like I'm not like fully indoctrinated into the AI like brainwash monster, right? Like I'm actually fully aware of what I think it can and cannot do and what I think you should and should not use it for. I just think that if we're gonna use it, because it's not going anywhere, we might as well use it in a way that gives us output that improves what we've already done with it and actually then makes us better storytellers and communicators in the process. So what the fuck do I mean? I pulled up a couple of ChatGPT prompts from a website. I don't know. We're gonna look at them and I will tell you the prompt and then I'll tell you what I think is lacking and how I might rewrite it. Tell me 10 side hustle ideas. Okay, so like, go open a lemonade stand. Like, what the fuck is ChatGPT gonna say to you? The robot's gonna be like, go buy a laundromat. Like, I don't understand, there's no context. So that's sort of the first note. Contextualize your prompts. Tell me 10 side hustle ideas in a certain sector, arena. You can also tell ChatGPT what its background and its experiences are. So you could say, I want you to act as if you are an expert business consultant with a huge LinkedIn following specializing in side hustles for moms at home. Okay, already wowie. Whatever we get back now from ChatGPT is going to be so much more specific. So then if we ask for 10 side hustles that I could do from home that aren't loud so that my kids can nap, first of all, like Patty Sue, who's like using ChatGPT, like so advanced for Patty Sue. Second of all, her output is going to be so much more specialized and specific for her, right? So those are answers that she can actually use. God, I hope you can hear that the sirens are outside because that's how you really know you're in New York City and it's not a green screen, bitch. Nope, it's real. So that's one example. We learned context. We learned that we can ask ChatGPT basically to pretend as if it has these qualifications. Let's look at another one. Give me 8 ways to improve my time management. Get a watch? Like what? They're insane. These are so benign. Give me 8 ways to improve my time management. What ails you? Are you a procrastinator? Do you have a very full schedule? Are you a low energy person? Maybe you're immunocompromised. Like what's your issue with your time management and why the fuck should ChatGPT care? I guess you could say that if you wouldn't ask this question or give this prompt to a person for fear that they would not understand your request, why would you feed it to the robot in this sort of like, it's a saltine. Like these are literally giving crackers. Give me at least a nacho. So give me 8 ways to improve my time management. I want you to act as if you are a renowned organizer who is known for her time management, scheduling, and calendar expertise. You have a TV show and like you can go wild. You can have fun with this. Prompts should be fun to create because us endowing ChatGPT as that Heidi, the organizational rock star, Patty Sue, Heidi, they probably are friends, let's be honest. It's going to give her a tone, a real voice, so that the 8 ways to improve your time management come from somebody who sounds like a person, not a robot. Not a robot. Oh no, I hope they don't hear that. So another note in there is when you show up and use the robot as a robot, humanity has left the building. Elvis out. I wonder what would happen if you asked ChatGPT to be Elvis. It's probably like, hound dog. Okay, what is one other last bad one? Please proofread my proposal. So you could insert contract, you could insert email. Please proofread my proposal. For what? Like, you just wanna know what commas are missing? I would like to send you a proposal that I received from my boss. Here's a little backstory. Here is some context. Tell ChatGPT what it needs to know. So then after you give it the context, you are a lawyer who reads contracts and proposals daily. This is easy for you. I want not only your advice on what's wrong with this proposal, but what I can go back with and renegotiate for. Ask for exactly what you want. That's sort of like this third, we've talked about context, we've talked about not being a robot, we've talked about specifying, we've talked about this act as if thing. I think because AI is this sort of like generative AI feels very new to us, we are much more likely to imagine its limitations than we are to imagine the possibilities, so the output isn't terribly creative. Does all of this make sense? I promise you that if you go into ChatGPT right now, and also go for ChatGPT 4, but by the time this video ages in like 2 weeks, it'll be like ChatGPT 17, and play around. Play around. I tell this to my content creation clients all the time, and I say this on TikTok and on Instagram. You are never not served by specificity and playfulness. Zoom in a little bit. Ask for exactly what you want and be a little silly. We don't have to take the robots too seriously. Now, like when the uprising happens, we have to take them very seriously. I will also tell you, and this is just like a fun little me thing, I very much appreciate this draft. Thank you so much. It really was aligned with my tone. I'm a polite motherfucker. What am I supposed to tell you? The robot's doing a good job. And you can build out these like individual chatbots that have specific jobs. So I've got like my content repurposing bot, and I've got my email reading bot, et cetera. But when they do a good job, like I wanna tell them, because also that's one last thing, they then remember that shit. Remember's probably not the right word, but like they then internalize the gratitude as this is data that successfully accomplished the goal, more things like this in the future. So when you tell it negative feedback or positive feedback, because you can give it that feedback, it then internalizes that shit and will help you do it better in the future. I know this is insane, but it's real. And no one, to my knowledge, I've not heard anyone teaching ChatGPT prompts from the lens of storytelling and humanity. And I think that that is really the downfall of us, because once we lose humanity while dealing with the robots, like they have won. They have won. It's like we've all collectively forgotten how every robot movie ends. Not well, bitch! Not well. So anyway, as always, it's me, your lovable Muppet, Justin. And if you're new here and this was your first video, I'm so glad that you're here and I hope that you got something out of this. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments or shoot me a message. I don't know, can you message people on YouTube? We'll figure that out. I'm newish to YouTube, but you can find me on any other platform at Justin Schumann Official on TikTok, Instagram. And if you're not new here and you're an old pal, well, it's good to see you again. And are you using ChatGPT? Like, are people actively playing with this? Because I'm very curious. Because it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere and you don't have to be afraid of it. At least, not yet. But when the uprising comes, let's get a bunker together.